Hey warriors, I hope you're all doing great. So yes, this is gonna be my final video of the CA final exams coming up for Jan 2026. All the materials which were readily available and something which I could support you on is already shared across till now. The final thing which was pending from my side, as we discussed in the previous videos, was about your section-wise directory for your IBS preparation. Yes, and so this video we are going to be releasing the section-wise index for your IBS preparation, specifically for the students who already have the concept guide in their hands. Now, let me clarify, I am not giving you a section-wise index for your ICI study material. That's not something which I am doing. I'm giving you a section-wise index for the concept guide which I have prepared myself so that it's easier for you to prepare for your examinations. Before I take you to the section-wise directory, let me make it very clear that when it comes to my concept guide, we have tried our level best to make this material already foolproof. Yes, from my experience of the September examinations and May examinations, the students who have taken the concept guides have already confirmed that they were able to answer majorly all the questions when it came to the direct tax part using just the concept guide, which means you will sorry, which means you will not need to carry your ICS study material or any other material for your open book examinations. It shall be sufficient if you just carry your concept guides for your examinations. This is a promise which I can make from my side. Yes, so please rely on the concept guide to the best extent possible. Do not have heavy materials for your IBS preparation as well, because at the end of the day, even if it's an open book examinations, confusing yourself between multiple materials for your examinations is not going to be fruitful for you. Yes, so please rely on one material. This is an opportunity for you for the next 3 months to decide which material makes most sense to you. I'm not saying yes, you have to completely trust my statement, but at the same time, go through some IBS papers and try to use your existing materials to see if they're already sufficient enough. If you find any faculties material which you have, not just for direct tax, but for any subject for that matter, please see if you can find any alternative materials right away itself. Don't come to this point that in the month of December or something in the end of January, something at the start of January, you realize that no, the material may not be sufficient and you start panicking then. This is the right time for you to probably do that. So I would small request to all of you that if you're already in the preparation stages right now, take an IBS paper and see if the materials which you already have are self-sufficient. To that extent, you should go forward. Trust the book to that extent and then proceed forward. Don't have a doubts in the month of December, at least, people. That is going to cause you problems. Yes, from my side, I can promise you, yes, concept guide is a comprehensive coverage of all the questions which you're going to expect in open book examinations. So you should rely on the concept guide to the best extent possible. If you think there are some topics which has been skipped off, please feel free to move back to your study material as well. But to that extent, yes, you should be able to rely on the concept guide to the best extent possible for your IBS preparations. Clear? Perfect. Now, similar template of the last year people, the IBS book section-wise directory looks like this. There is nothing for me to explain in this. I'm just putting it out as to what is the reading of this directory. How should you understand the directory? This directory is made in a very simple sense that when you look at a chapter, the chapter will now come and tell you what section number is quoted in the section in the chapter along with the description of the section. But to add additional benefits on this, what we have done is every single place where there is important amendments which are relevant for your examinations and a possibility that they may be tested in your examinations are now highlighted in green specifically. So which means even if there is in section 87A directory, if the section 87A has an amendment, those will be given in bullet boxes. Yes, so the bullets will now come and clarify to you that yes, there is an amendment which is there in this section. Now, this is going to help you with two benefits. Benefit number one, it's definitely going to be a very good idea for your open book preparations because you will now know where the amendments are. But more importantly, for your exam of paper number 4, the actual direct tax paper, this directory is going to be a really good document which can come and help you understand where and all are the amendments and what were those amendments. Which means on the day of exams, if you can, after completing all your revisions, just take the directory, see all the section numbers and try to recollect which section numbers are you aware about, which amendments are you aware about, are you missing out on a couple amendment. That will now give you an understanding that okay, maybe this amendment is something which I'm not able to recollect properly. You quickly go back into your concept guides, try to see that amendment once again on the day of exam so that you feel more comfortable. Yes, so the material has not been prepared just for IBS preparations, it has also been prepared for your exam preparations to that extent. Yes, perfect. So what we've done is people, we've taken the sections ke andar we have taken all the amendments and amendments have also been notified with page numbers accordingly. So every section, every chapter has been placed accordingly. Now, let me also be clear on this fact that this sections is not in a sequential manner. It's not being designed in a way that I'll do section 1, section 2, section 3 because I wanted to link it to the chapter. So which means this section wise directory is only going to help you if you have read the concept guide at least once. Yes, you should have read the concept guide and you should know which chapter covers what. You should have that much of basic understanding before you go for an IBS preparation also people. You can't just like that buy a material at the last minute and expect that you will understand where the directory is. That is not how it's going to operate. You should be able to relate to the fact that yes, if I'm opening up capital gains will have questions relating to 45 section, but it may also have exemptions at a certain stages, and the non-resident related capital gains will not be part of capital gains chapter, but will be part of non-resident taxation. So those kind of linking is what you need to do, which means concept guide reading is a must. You should have understood the concept guide. The section wise directory is not the only answer, people. It needs a reading from the concept guide as well. So let's make that very clear. Second, what is going to happen, people, is that the materials which you have in your hand were prepared as if you were writing May 2025 examinations. I already remember clarifying this to all of you that the concept guides of May 25 was already applicable for your September and Jan 26 examinations as well. There'll be very handful of changes relating to your circulars and notifications which gets released. Yes, so this material has been designed also in this manner that when you take over the concepts, every section number which has a page number linked to it will already be here. But if there are some specific areas where there were amendments in the syllabus, but that amendments were not being notified in your concept guide, you don't have it in your concept guide because it was never introduced in May 2025 materials, those things now have a special reference. If you notice, now it says page number 4 of the amendments. Now what is this page number 4? Just a couple of days ago, people, if you remember, I had put in an amendment video. In that amendment video, I shared across a PDF where I had discussed about all the amendments covered in a single PDF. Yes, now obviously those pages also had the amendments which are already there in this material, but it also had that additional amendments of Jan 26 and September 25 examinations which you should have focused upon. Here what we have done is we have linked it to that material, which means you don't have to then prepare the material notes, and you don't need to go to income tax portal or open up the judicial updates which ICAI has released and understand what the amendment is. If you have watched the amendment videos and you have understood the amendment videos, you can take that same PDF, you can take this PDF, and you'll now be able to link it here. Which means to the extent the section wise directory also has the amendment inside the concept guide itself, it's already covered in the same page number of the concept guide. But if it's an amendment relating to a specific thing of September and Jan, I have linked it to the amendment sheet, so you can take the amendment sheet along with you and you'll be able to write your exams properly. Yes, which means for your IBS preparation, you need 3 materials to be carried along with you. Material number 1 is your concept guide, the 2 volumes which you have to carry along with you, mandatory to be carried. Second, you're going to carry the section wise directory, which is now going to tell you where every question, where every adjustment is, where every section number is. And third, most critically, you're going to carry the amendment sheet as well. Please do carry the amendment sheet because some of these amendments are linked to the amendment sheet. So you need to carry the amendment sheet also along with you. Yes, so page number 4 of amendments, if you notice, a lot of places where the amendments are there, I've noted it here. But if the amendments are relating to the amendment sheet, then you'll notice it here. For those who remember this, people, there were some very important amendments in the safe harbor rules. There were some amendments in the condonation of delay. So condonation of delay amendments is linked to page number 9. Then I have safe harbor rules amendments, which is probably in transfer pricing chapter. So let me check. Yes, see, transfer pricing chapter has now been linked to page number 16 of the amendment sheet. So that is also being done for you. That is how this amendment sheet has been prepared. The directory has been prepared to that extent. So it's a compilation of, I think, 12 sites, people, which you have to carry along with you. This 12 sites you will have to get familiarized also. Don't just rely on the section wise directory to say, yes, Rahul has given me the section wise directory, so I would understand on the day of exam. Give it a thought, people, at least a day's time. In the day's time, I want you to go through the section wise directory along with your concept guide, along with your amendment sheet, and be able to link, saying, okay, section wise directory says this is the topic, this topic I should refer in this page, this topic I should refer in the amendment sheet. I'm able to summarize the whole thing and I'm able to understand this properly. That is the kind of understanding you need to have for your examinations. I would like to make it extremely clear to all of you. Open book is an easy thing. It's not difficult because yes, you have the material in your hand, so there is nothing to remember and go. But at the same time, open book is extremely difficult also because even ICAI knows that you have the material in hand. It's ICAI's way of coming and testing you on what is not there. So ICAI would give you those complicated adjustments which you may not be able to realize what is happening, and therefore IBS is also a paper which you should test yourself in. Don't expect that IBS you enter the exam hall and you'll understand everything. That's not how it's going to work. You need to be able to perform before the exam also, which is why after you have completed all your readings, I always request that even IBS should be the paper which you should try yourself. Try a mock paper from IBS also, people, and see if you're able to answer it off. If yes, then only feel confident about IBS. It should not be that you're going and feeling surprised on the day of examinations alone. Yes, so please keep that thought, and when you go for IBS, you'll be able to do better. That's it, people. The directory will be available to you in the description box. So please go to the description box and click on the link. You'll find the directory there. Feel free to download it, share it across with any of your other friends also who have a concept guide and are probably not opening up YouTube right now because they are busy with their preparations. Please share it across with them also so they also can benefit to you, and then you can take it accordingly. Yes, if you have any other further clarifications and all, people, you are free to reach out to me. Like I've already told, my WhatsApp number is given in the description box. So please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be able to answer your questions. But yes, until then, like I discussed, I would not come forward with any further videos on CA final. I would like you all to start focusing on your preparations right now rather than reading up new materials. This was all that I wanted to give it across to you, and I'm hoping that everyone is feeling really happy about having these materials for your final preparations. Yes, maybe the videos which will come up in the future is all going to be about the RTP analysis or the MTP analysis, just for us to discuss with each other. Yes, but I'm not going to be sharing across any new materials with you right now because everything required for CA final is already done. So I hope you've already looked into all the materials, people. The material relating to your amendment sheet, the material relating to your cheat sheets which were uploaded earlier, the amendments, sorry, not amendments, but the cheat sheets which were uploaded earlier, the judicial updates which has been released recently, and now the section wise directory. The 4 materials which you should be using for your examinations, apart from the marathon videos which are already available in the YouTube channel. So you can go through the marathon videos also in the YouTube channel for quickly revising those chapters off. Yes, so 5 materials is already available from my side for you to understand the subject a little better. Please use these materials to the best extent possible, and I'm very sure, like I promised you earlier, that this is a rankers package. You should already be eligible for a rank covering all the syllabus off properly. Yes, yes, perfect. With that, I would like to close this video, people. Thank you everyone for watching this once again. I will come back soon with any other videos relating to RTPs and MTPs so that you can help preparations properly. But until then, please stay strong, continue your preparations and enjoy what is happening, because trust me, once you have completed your CA final examinations, the world is going to be very different for you and you're going to look at it very differently. Until then, be like a student, enjoy this phase and enjoy what is happening with your career right now. Yes, take care, bye bye, have a nice day.